Starmer is being way too soft on the government. He needs to remember that he is leader of the opposition, and he needs to remember that the Tories have been completely negligent in this crisis. And I've just watched him on Sky News. He's basically defending the government, essentially, saying that, taking the government at their word, that, oh, we know they're trying their best to get the equipment and PPE to hospital sites. But we don't know that at all. He's basically saying that he's not going to come out and say they should be apologising. Okay, I'll do it for you, Keir. They should be apologising. They should be apologising that many hospitals still do not have enough masks and enough face shields to go around. The British Medical Association asked 2,000 doctors, do they have enough supplies? And over 50% said, we don't. We have severe shortage. We don't have enough masks and gowns to go around. This is a catastrophic failure. And the government is implying that, oh, there is enough PPE, it's just that we're overusing it and that we're not using it according to guidance. Well, that's complete BS. The Royal College of Nurses have said it's complete BS. The doctors think it's complete BS, and of course it is. Why is he not pounding the government on these matters? And why is he not pounding the government on, forget being friends, he needs to just state the truth. He needs to tell everyone that the government is completely failing and that it needs to pull its finger out and get the tests done. We should be doing 100,000 a day, not a pathetic 10 to 15,000. We all staff on the front line need PPE urgently. The government should have had time to sort this out, but they're not doing it sufficiently. He needs to forget being Mr. Nice Guy and trying to appease everyone, and he needs to tell it as it is. The Socialist Worker today has reported a poll commissioned by the Food Foundation that 1 million people have gone without food for a whole day since this lockdown's been initiated. And furthermore, a further 7.1 million have said that someone in their household has had to skip or reduce meals because they couldn't afford or had no access to food during this lockdown. Now that is unbelievable. And yet, Starmer, where's the criticism? Why is he not bringing this up? Why is he not bringing up that millions are having to go into debt and having to use credit cards because they're not given a sufficient financial bailout by Rishi Sunak's deals? They're not having their income insured. There are massive gaps in the bailouts for self-employed and workers, and there are thousands and thousands that will have to go on to universal credit, which apparently there's a 5-week wait for your first payment, which is a total disgrace, and the payments are extremely small. They're about £400 a month when people would have been earning decent salaries, and now that £400 a month is not nowhere near going to cover the cost of living expenses. And they haven't initiated a true rent and bills holiday. They've initiated a mortgage holiday, but they haven't initiated a proper, energy bills, mobile phone bills, credit card payments, and rent holiday. And so many people are still obviously having to pay these bills on significantly reduced incomes. For those that don't qualify for the 80% capped up to £2,500 employed guarantee, and for those that are outside of the self-employed bailout for various reasons. And many of the reasons are completely unfair, like those people that are self-employed who operate PSC companies that will pay themselves as dividends, and so they'll only have a very small salary because they want to avoid a small amount of tax. But now they're not going to get any assistance other than the insurance on that salary payments. And people who've only just become self-employed after the end of the tax year 2018 to 2019 will unfortunately be excluded from the self-employed bailout. So there are massive cracks in the Tories' assistance to workers and self-employed people, and this government is not doing enough. The universal credit is nowhere near enough. Neither is the statutory sick pay. It's pittance well behind equivalent nations in Europe. And why is he not pounding the government on these matters? These are not being highlighted by Mr. Starmer, and that is his job, because people are facing severe hardship already, and that is completely unacceptable. By the way, if you want to read an excellent anti-capitalist newspaper, then without question you have to be reading The Socialist Worker, because it holds a mirror to British capitalism. It's great critical analysis, honest reporting, and I visit the website every single day.